Hello everyone, hope you are doing great. I'm Sandeep Singh and you are watching the animation wizard. Okay, so in this video we will see the most powerful system inside Unreal Engine, the landscape system. Okay, so we will create a landscape. If you ever seen open world games, cinematic environment, mountain, valleys, forest, or any large outdoor scenes, they are built using this Unreal Engine system. Okay, Unreal Engine system, that is the landscape system. I'm talking about the landscape system. So why Unreal Engine landscape? The landscape in Unreal Engine is a height-based terrain system used to create large scale outdoor environment. Okay, and it's optimized for the large world, support real-time sculpting, and it's automatically handle the LOD, work with the world portion, and it's compatible with the virtual texture and Ninite. Okay, so let let's see how we can create and how we can divide the portion of the landscape, how we can create the landscape in Unreal Engine. So to see the Unreal Engine landscape system, we will jump to the Unreal Engine editor. Okay, here you can see we have a level where we have a simple one floor, and you can see we have a basic environment. We have some lights, we have some sky atmosphere, some volumetric cloud, and we have some exponential height fog. So it's a very basic your basic level. So what I will do, I will just delete this platform because I will create a landscape here. Okay, so what I need to do first, you can see we are in the selection mode. Here you can check, this is the selection mode. So I will jump to the landscape mode. Okay, so for the landscape mode I will click here in my mode section, and here you can see we have a landscape mode, and you can use the shift plus 2. Okay, suppose I'm in selection mode and I will press shift and 2, will jump to the this my landscape mode. Okay, and I will press shift and 1, now in my selection mode. Okay, so here I will click, and you can click here in the landscape mode. Okay, so I will just click on the landscape mode, and you can see here we have a landscape settings, and you can see a preview of the landscapes. Okay, so here we have a 3 option. So 3 main mode. Okay, one is the manage mode, second is the sculpt mode, third is the paint mode. Manage mode is the basically for the to create the landscape. Okay, so in manage mode you can create a new landscape, you can resize your terrain, you can add or remove components, and you can import the height map also. Okay, so we'll see how first today we'll see how to create a new landscape. Okay, so in manage mode you can see here we have a new. Okay, first of all we need to create a new landscape. Okay, so in new landscape system we have 2 options, create new, and second one is the import from file. Okay, so first we'll see the create new option. So here you can see we have a material option, so you can, if you have a ready material, you can apply on landscape before creating. So your material will be applied on your landscape. Okay, so right now we don't have any material and we don't know how to create a material on the landscape, so I will skip for now, and we'll later in video we'll see how to create a landscape material. Okay, so here we have a material section, you can apply the material. Okay, now you can see here we have location, rotation, and scale value for this landscape. So the location value of the landscape, rotation value of your landscape, and scale value of your landscape. The later here you can see we have a section size, and you need to understand this is your it's related to your resolution of the landscape. Okay, so you can see in section size here we have a 63 into 63 quads. So to better understand what I will do, I will keep it 7 into 7 quads. Okay, so you can see your landscape properly because it's a less resolution. And here we just understand what is the section size. So section size, you can count the boxes here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is a 7 by 7. This is section size. Okay, so if you keep it higher, the resolution will be higher and you will get the better detail and better result. Okay, then here the section per components. So you can see there is one components. This is a 1 and 1 into 1 section. I will keep it 2 cross 2 section. So you can see there is one light green line also. So here the 7 section size here and 7 section size here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and again 7 here. So in this number of components, you can see this is the number of components. The bigger box, you can see this is the number of components. In the components we have a 2 section and each section have a 7 quads. Okay, so here you can see the number of components 8 cross 8, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 8. So you can control this. If I will press 5 and to 5, so this is the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you can just understand it. Number of components, it's a 5, and in components, in each components there is a section per components. It's a 2 section. In every component there is a 2 section. Okay, and each section there is a 7 chords. Okay, so you can increase the resolution and detailing of your landscape with the help of this. Okay, so what I will do, I will increase the chords a little bit, 31 into cross 31. Okay, and I will keep it 1. Okay, so this is my basic option for the creating the new landscape system. Okay, the section size, section per components and number of components, and you can see here the overall resolution and here the total components. Okay, now what I will do, I will just click the create option and you will get your the landscape here. Okay, this is the one way you can create your landscape. Now you can see this is the very flat surface, and in another mode of landscape, like I will first mode is the manage. Okay, so in manage mode you can create a new landscape. Now the second mode is the sculpt, so you can sculpt your landscape here, and the third one is the paint mode. So what I will do, if I will select the landscape, and here we have a manage mode. Now you can see that there is some different option in your landscape manage mode. So now we have a import, we have a selection, so you can select the section. Okay, you can add, you can delete. Okay, so just I will click the add and you can add the section. Okay, suppose here I will click, I can add the section there. Okay, again we have a delete option. I will select this and select any component and you can delete like this. Okay, so this is the way you can create your landscape. Okay, and in later mode, in sculpt mode, we'll definitely will modify this the landscape. We can sculpt the landscape, we can up and down the landscape, we can modify the terrain. Okay, now we have another option to create my landscape. So I will jump to my selection mode and I will delete this landscape. I will select this and I will delete this landscape. Okay, again I will jump to the landscape mode, and here we have another option in my manage mode. In new option, I will not use the create new, I will use the import from file. The import from file, that means we have a height map option. Okay, so with the help of height map you can create your landscape. Okay, so height map is just like your black and white image, where white will be upside and black will be the downside and gray will be no changes. Okay, so you can create in Photoshop, any other software, and you can download with the many website, the realistic environment, realistic landscape. If you want to some geographical landscape. So you can download from the height map website. And here we have a import from file option. So click here, and here you can see one is the my height map. Okay, I will click here. Better use this the PNG format. It will be good if you use height map in the PNG format, because Unreal will support the PNG format. Okay, now you can see the preview. Here you can see the height map result in your landscape. So this is the preview. Okay, and it's a very up and down surface. Okay, so you can see here the height map resolution, and again it's a metal option. You can use the metal here if you have any landscape material. Okay, same location, rotation, scale option. So you can control the height of this landscape from here also, but what I will do, I will create first and later on will adjust the height. Okay, and here again section size and number of component. So I will click the import. Okay, now you can see the height map result. So it's very up and down. So completely it's very high and very low. So what I will do, I will jump to the my selection mode. So shift and 1. Okay, and I will select the landscape. Okay, you can see your landscape here, but you can see the difference in black and white. It's very the white value and black value is too much. So what I will do, I will control the offset. Okay, so what I will do, I will select the landscape and just check the detail panel, and here you can see the scale value, the scale in X, Y, and this is the G axis. So you can see the height in the G axis. So I will keep it low. This is 100. What I will do, I will keep it 50 and press enter. Okay, now you can see this. It's a very nice. So I will keep it more. Yeah. So this is the better result. This is your surface. Okay, we'll keep it little less. Yeah, nice. Okay, one more thing, I will check my player. So my player is here. Okay, and I will just keep it here. Okay, it's the inside of the terrain, and I will keep it here. Now I'll play. So this, you can see this here landscape. Okay, so this is the way you can create your landscape. So there are two options. You can create a completely new landscape, and second one is with the help of height map you can create the landscape. Okay, and later on we can sculpt on this also. So if it's up to you, if you want to create from the height map, and later on you can sculpt the height map terrain also, and if you will create from the scratch a new landscape, you can sculpt according to your requirement. So this is the two way you can create your landscape in Unreal Engine. Okay, so yes, so in next video we'll see how to sculpt the landscape. Okay, so thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.